All right, everyone. MikeMoneyGMR here, and I'm back. And we're about to do the second kind of boss fight of this game. So, unfortunately, this fight has to be done with the little brother again. So yeah, as you can tell, it's really not that hard. It's just a matter of annoyance. I won't lie though, the first time I did this, I did have trouble with it, like I said. So yeah, now at this point, you want him to open up that for the little brother, right? Now don't run into it yourself. I've actually done that before. Actually, I'm lying. I did not do that, but that is something you can do, I've heard. There you go. So yeah, that's another point where you're like, oh my god. And then you realize that they're waiting for you. Really cool, if you ask me. And they hold hands as they leave. It's so cute. So now we head on our way, and yep, after reuniting those two, we are ready to continue on our journey. So yeah, we get a little moment here where it looks like our father is getting a little worse. And you can tell that he knows we're gone as well, because he's like, where are, like, he basically points out, like, where are they, basically, and he's like, oh, they'll be back, I promise, basically, or something like that. That's the way I interpret it. I don't know. You guys might interpret it something differently. But this is a beautiful starry night. I love it. So yeah, we now officially are in nighttime. So you can see now we're now camping out. But a really scary thing is now there's wolves. Now this terrified me a little bit. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to scare the wolves off, right? And if you don't pay attention to the wolves, they will literally come up and just eat you. Now this was also another point where he said that he kind of wished that he could do a little bit more with this area of the game, but it ended up being okay in his mind in the end. I mean, it's really terrifying. I mean, think about it. You got wolves everywhere. And then you see these dead bodies. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. And I did make the mistake of walking up to them one time. You know, trying to get close enough to swing the fire. You don't have to get close at all, really. Like, you can just kind of stand in one place and swing the flames a little bit and you'll be okay. Yeah, so you got to get a little close, but, you know, don't overdo it. Alright, so we're safe now. And this is kind of awesome as well. You got this little angel statue here, and then you see a shooting star go by. Oh, yeah. I haven't gotten that before. What do you know? But it's pretty awesome. I mean, you just get that falling star, and then you get the trophy for it, which apparently I missed. I don't remember missing it, but apparently I did. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure I check that too. Gotta remind myself to watch the whole video. Oh yeah, this is actually kind of interesting. I think if you try going up to the door and knocking, nothing happens. I don't think. Oh no, it actually appears to have done something. I know another way you can do it is also ring the bell. That works as well. So yeah, that's another thing you can do. But I decided I would go up to the door this time just to try it because I've never done that before. All right, thanks. Now, I don't know if anything bad can happen to you here, but you're supposed to just kind of follow the current a little bit to this middle area here. And then you'll be okay. Now, I think if you do go over like the right or left, you will die. But chances are you're going to see this giant thing and you'll be okay. So, yeah, nothing really to worry about. But we're probably a little off track now thanks to that. Wow, just look at that. Basically, you can just see where we would have ended up, I guess, if we kept going down it. Of course, we kind of died falling off it anyway, so who knows. But yeah, it's crazy. Just look out that in that distance. See all those little T lights. At least that's what I'm thinking there are. I'm not 100% sure about that, to be honest. Now this is actually kind of neat. Oh. Now this is actually kind of creepy. If you look, these like branch things have hands. And if you get too close to them, they will grab and kill you. And they just randomly fucking appear. They are nightmare fuel. Like, literally. But as long as you watch where you're going, you'll be okay. And you can always stop moving if you need to. So, like, you know, to reposition your arms or whatever. So don't worry. It's not like it's a big deal. But I can admit that this is pretty terrifying. Now, I think you can actually take too long and he'll actually sink to the bottom and you'll be screwed. But as long as you're careful, you'll be alright. And like you can head straight towards him. Now, something is definitely strange here. Like, there's a giant hand, for one thing. And all of a sudden, like, the big brother starts acting strange as well. That's another thing. But yeah, this is actually really, really weird point in the game. This is actually the point in the game where I found myself being like, holy shit, you know, because it's crazy. I mean, you find yourself only able to control the little brother here. And if you do that, it actually makes the father be able to get, like, you know, go up to it. And if you go up to him, this happens. And, yeah, it's pretty insane. Now, in case you find yourself at that, like, scene being like, like, super, like, holy shit, you're not the only one. Even like the guys, like the people who made the game, when one of them first saw that scene and all that, like they were like, "Are you sure we should do something like this? This seems a little much." And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, it'll actually kind of give the indication of how he's feeling, because like he just had a near-death experience from like falling into that water, you know. So it makes sense that he would have a feeling like that."
Maruhadi! Ta! Kalini! Lamut! Nayi! Ilata!
So yeah, you actually keep this guy from killing himself. And it makes sense, like, you know, he's like, because you come over here and you find out that his family has died, basically. And like he couldn't deal with it at like that time, and so you come and by and save him, basically, you know.
Walila! Hayi!
Riasa.
And the brothers do what they can to try to, you know, comfort him or whatever. But I mean, what's to say when we leave he's not going to try again? I mean, now I don't know if like it actually, if you can look at those papers or anything, but like it is kind of sad to think that, you know, something went wrong here, like the house caught fire or something like that, you know. I don't remember how you, like, you see something out there in the distance, but I don't know if you can actually get to it. Like, I want to say there's a way to get to it, but I don't remember what it is.
Ria. Sa.
Because I know if you could get that, I think it triggers the scene. But I'm trying to remember how to do it. Aha. That's it. Now, I think it is possible to actually let him die. And if you do, like, coming and getting this item over here is pretty much pointless.
Hey! Nai!
Oh. So yeah, you get that guy the music box, and that helps him calm himself down, and then you help him bury his family. You can still continue to sit there in silence, you know, with him, basically. But I can actually honestly say that I actually missed this, because I didn't actually notice that right away. I don't think I actually noticed the music box either. So that's a really sad thing that you can miss if you're not careful. But then you just kind of go on your way, basically. Like, you can't play with the music box anymore. But, like, it's pretty crazy stuff. Like, I think that was another one of the moments that he was kind of, like, iffy about leaving in the game. And then they were like, I mean, it's not like it's, like, the worst thing they could put in the game, you know, type thing. What does this do again? Aha, that's right. Oops. Nope, that was something different. Oh boy.
Ja. Atta.
So I know you need to do something with this. Oh, yes, I remember now. It's actually a little bit more complicated than you would think. Yeah, what you have to do is you get all the way up here, then jump over. You'll go over here like so. There you go. So there you go. That's how that puzzle actually works. All right. All right, we can keep going, but I wanted to make absolutely sure, you know. All right, so that also was another puzzle that took me a while because I did not think that you could grab onto the windmills. So, yeah, that's another interesting thing. Is there anything to see here?
Atta.
I guess not. All right. Oh, this area. This area actually was one of my favorite areas in the game, to be completely honest. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll reach it in this episode. We can at least try, of course, but I don't know if we'll actually get all the way over there. Oh boy. So what do you guys think so far? Like I said, it was at this point where I actually felt like the game was getting really, really good. Because I mean, like, oh, we've like climbed stuff, you know, we've had to solve some really difficult, you know, things and all that.
Dali. Ja. Atai.
All right, so we know where we're supposed to go now. I don't think there's actually anything over here, is there? Maybe we can go down and say hello to these animals real quick, but I don't know if it actually does anything, to be completely honest. Oh yeah, actually is kind of important. Now this isn't actually necessary at all. You can actually come through this whole area without these. But I think it adds a little bit more fun to it if you do. Actually, no, I think you have to get through it with that. Never mind. Aha, I see what you have to do. This is just really cool stuff, you know. You gotta, having fun, even though this is necessary to do, and all that. At least they're seeing the positive things in this, basically. Yeah, who knows where they go after that. Alright, I think after that, though, I will call this episode. It was actually getting pretty close to the end anyway. I hope you guys are still enjoying this, like I said. In the next episode, like I said, we'll get hopefully to that castle, and I'll show you why I love that place. Because it introduced some really interesting mechanic in this game. But look forward to that in the next episode. Till then, everyone. Bye.